Yeah, you wanted this.
And also they wanted this. This is a 1991 Honda rare loot drop that makes boys named Chad pop ecstasy, drive to Hershey Park, ride the Comet endlessly while twisting their nipples and shoving a honing tool in and out of their ass.
She never mentions the word transmission in macho company. Even while redlining in her Honda, she still gets 30 mpg.
The Honda CRX began in 1983 and was redesigned in '87 to begin its second generation, which lasted until 1991. Japan gave themselves a 158 horsepower 1.6 liter dual overhead cam B16A VTEC 4. And they gave us Americans a soggy UPS box filled with room temperature hot dogs. We never completely cared because we were transfixed chubbily to the CRX defining slab backside. And this is the car you buy if you like worrying about car thieves. All the time. Because CRX get jacked like dicks at sea. Just like every naval vessel attracts phantom poopers, the CRX attracts amateur car thieves. I mean, look, this CRX has a dent above the door where some turd tried to crowbar it open. The owner told me a story when he was out with friends, and he started to get this weird feeling, and he said, I just have to go check on my car. And he left the room. And he goes out to the street, and as serious as salvia, there were 3 tank-top dirtbags eyeing her up. Nice car, one said, but not in a friendly, nice car way. More of a, nice car. A voice weighed down from an unloving home life and an absent father figure. The owner said, thanks, curtly, and drove off. So why is the CRX a honeypot for every ne'er-do-well with a Slim Jim and a reverse-threaded lug socket? Where are we going to begin? Let's start at the nuts. This is a second-generation USDM, which means it's a single-cam non-VTEC engine and it has no back seats. The curb weight is 2,205 pounds. It is 12 feet 4 inches long. It is 5 feet 6 inches wide, and it's 4 feet 2 inches high. This particular Honda CRX gets miles per gallon in the mid-30s. It has a savage realness that used to be in cartoons when we were kids. Like that Tiny Toons where they all got messed up on a seemingly bottomless bottle of beer, and then they got behind the wheel of an old Crown Vic and killed themselves by taking a header off a cliff. You remember the moral of that cartoon?
Grow a dick, drive stick.
Even though the CRX is an SI, which makes it the top of the line CRX, it still only gets 108 horsepower to the crank because we're Americans. And you gave us no power steering, which makes this a pain in the ass to park. But the positive here is that it's so light, once you roll faster than 3 miles an hour, you don't notice that it has no power steering. And it's shorter in length than the modern Mini Cooper, so you don't have to do a bunch of gymnastics to fit in a parking spot. Of course, the climate control always breaks, and it's hard to get replacements since it's made with such rare parts, so you're basically self-bullied into never using it. But you're gonna want to use it, because oh, these buttons. Oh, when you press them, they make such a satisfying click. Yes. 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 Now the back of the seat is leather, but the front is cloth, for reasons that are mysterious as Marfa lights. No airbags here because who needs safety? And the owner gets a host of annoying questions whenever he parks it. While it never approaches Biff Tannen levels of obnoxiousness, these are still questions he gets constantly.
How much did you pay for that? Is it for sale? How much do you want for it?
SI. In Spanish, it means yes, but it also means if, which feels like a comment on its potential. This car is one long if that you pray becomes a yes.
I'm your youth minister. And let me tell you, here's how it is. Hey, I'm your youth minister. I'm 41, but I was young once. Welcome to Vacation Bible School. Now, you know, this is how I see it and how you want to know how it is life is. So settle up and down up and listen here. I'm going to make up gospel quotes up. And before you know, God is our lineman. And there ain't no dog-eat breaks in this Ezekiel's life without looking down the pike of our own paper plate. Itinerary infinite bathroom breaks. And before you're done, you'll be eating Swedish fish and playing Golden Axe. Long back hatch.
For a sub in the back, because you're gonna doof-wagon the propeller heads back into the Chesapeake Bay watershed's consciousness. See the switch? Right here? Yeah. It's a vent switch. What it does is not control the blower motor. All this switch does is open a little hatch somewhere, and air blows in the car at whatever speed you're going. A smoked plastic panel covers the clock set buttons. Oh yeah, and this is how a CRX appears in the natural habitat. Covered in PennDOT salt and road spray, because get off your high horse. It is, after all the hype, and the greedy thieves, and the boasting, and the handbraking, and the message board bragging, the CRX is still a Civic. Still a people's car. The CRX will never be an officer like the NSX. Because of its civic beginnings, the CRX will be forever an enlisted man. But it is the crown of the Civic. The Civic CRX is the one Civic to rule them all. Because no matter how much you gut and carbon fiber and body kit, you're still starting at the back of the parking lot while this CRX is winking at you from the ladies' tee. Hey! How come it gets to start up there? Why do you get a head start? And it just looks at you. Sitting snugly in a CRX is like driving with cheat codes. No one turns like you. No one dodges like you. And even with the USDM safety scissors engine, no one responds to throttle input quite like you do. And this is where I can give it a little. May I?
Oh yeah, sure, go for it. Hear that induction noise.
Yes, that's why the CRX is coveted by saints and crooks alike. It is the shortcut, the loophole, the stubby little blessed bullet for sin or salvation. Whatever this car meant to Honda is as relevant as pull tab beer or Sunday delivery. The Honda CRX is a tool to deflect or evade this waking life's unmanageables and slam forward into a fresh future where indemnity waits.
Oh, she talks to Hondas. Exhaust calls her by her name. She talks to Hondas.